In episode 95 of that Amazon Ads podcast, we showed you guys how you can use ChatGPT's AI image creator to potentially increase conversion rates for your sponsored brand ads and Amazon product listings. We also asked you guys to leave a comment if you thought it would be worth us investigating Sora, ChatGPT's video AI image generator, to see if we can be using those in sponsored brand videos for Amazon PPC campaigns. You guys helped us hit the comment goal, so we're doing that for this episode. Let's dive in.
All right, that's right, Steven. We tested Sora. Now, just give us the verdict. Is it going to work for sponsored brand video or not?
It's not going to work. So there you guys go. Thanks for listening. We'll catch you guys next time on That Amazon Ads podcast. We're obviously just kidding. We are going to show you guys the results of what we got. But that is the verdict. The verdict is that it's absolutely not going to work, at least not in this stage. So I'm going to pull open the screen share, and Andrew, you can walk us through. I got this first image here. Walk us through what we have here and what the plan is to, test out ChatGPT's Sora.
Yeah, well, first of all, I just took some products from Amazon and I actually used the image generator to create these images as kind of a starting point for plugging into the video. And as you can see, we got Sven and Son. Shout out Brett, who was on our 100th episode and also the 50th episode, got his adjustable bed company here that he works on. So figured that would be a good one to start with. But
It's a pretty good image, actually.
it does. It looks very similar to the ones that they have on their listing because I actually think they are renders. So it's pretty close. But yeah, the overall output of the lifestyle image was pretty solid. And then from there, you just take that image, you plug it into Sora, and then you prompt it and tell it what you kind of want the video to look like, what the scene is supposed to be like. And for something like this, I was kind of just thinking just like a slow pan through the room or something like that would be kind of natural because you could maybe take that and then do a bunch of different cuts like that or variations of that and then splice them together and actually make something that's kind of cohesive. And so, yeah, you can see here a slow pan of the room showing this adjustable bed. Pretty simple prompt. Wasn't really trying to get too sophisticated with it. Just kind of wanted to see what it would do and only give it a little bit of information to start with. So, yeah, let's we can maybe take a look at this or what do you want to do next?
Yeah. Also, so on the base plan of, I think we misspoke. We said you need, on the previous one, I think we were saying you need GPT Pro to do the videos a few episodes ago. It's GPT Plus gives you that access, and it gives you access to the basic source. That's $20 a month. For this episode, we upgraded to the GPT Pro plan or Enterprise, whatever they call it, which is $200 a month, which allows us to do higher definition videos up to like 1080p and maybe higher, and also make longer videos, longer than 5 seconds. So we'll show you out, show around some of the different tests that we can do. And the $200 a month plan also gives us access to ChatGPT Operator, in which this can actually take control of the browser and do some activities. So if you want us to also experiment with this and make a whole episode on the Operator and see if it can be effective for Amazon PPC, make sure you comment Operator on this video. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll make that video for you. Now, let's take a look at how the video rendered for this modern adjustable bed. We want to be painting through the room, just a nice little, I think the idea here is like, this could just be a lifestyle image for a sponsored brand, but we can also make it a little bit, have a little motion to it, create a sponsored brand video. And, that can just be more eye-catching than a typical static ad. So let's check it out. I think I just need to hover over this and or I'll click it. So let's see how this video came out.
Yeah, so right away you notice right in the beginning it just like totally glitches out, but then the rest of it is just like very slowly panning through.
Yeah.
And like that little segment of, 4 seconds right there, I think is pretty close to usable. Maybe you'd want a little more motion there or something to kind of make it more dynamic and actually be able to tell that it's a video because it's very, very barely moving. So it's not necessarily the best, but
so
it's not bad.
We can cut that out, but here is the first render that we had. What was the prompt for this one, Andrew?
I don't remember the exact prompt off the top of my head. I'd have to look, but I basically was trying to get it to animate the adjustable bed because you can adjust the headrest and the footrest, and I just wanted it to kind of lift up very gently. And I think I even told it to like have it move gently up into a different position, and it just folded in on itself.
Yeah.
Wouldn't necessarily want to be in
Oh,
that.
here's one more.
Oh, that one just catapults, showing you the insides of the mattress there. But
Yeah,
yeah,
this is like that famous Wallace and Gromit scene where I don't know if you ever saw that claymation, but where the guy's like has all these contraptions and inventions that helps him get out of bed in the morning. So
yes, I know what you're talking about.
we'll send these over to Brett and see if he wants to throw these into a sponsored brand video. So okay, so this was okay. Here's the prompt: animate the provided image of the adjustable bed in a modern, softly lit bedroom setting. Show the bed gently reclining, smoothly lifting the head section or the foot section or both, demonstrating its adjustability. It went for the side section.
Mm, yeah.
Includes subtle camera movement, slow pan around the room, different elegant angles with warm ambient light. That's a really good prompt. Like if you just told me that and I was like a director of photography, I'd be like, okay, yeah, cool, let's shoot that. And then
Well,
didn't
I
quite.
actually just used ChatGPT to come up with the prompt that I ended up giving to Sora.
Mm,
So
yeah.
that's another little hack that you can do is just prompt ChatGPT to give you a prompt.
Yeah, so we can close this tab and oops, close. All right, Blender fruit animation. So here's the other one. This prompt, take this image of a blender and animate it. Animate the blender blending a smoothie. Pretty good, right? Is this? I think this image is also.
Yep.
Yeah, this was also rendered by GPT, right?
Yep, all of the ones that I made, I started with just a simple white background product image from Amazon, uploaded that, had it create the lifestyle scene, and that one
Yeah,
we've got a Whoop wristwatch,
golden
and
hour athlete respite.
yeah,
That's pretty good. I like that showing the Whoop watch, Ray Bans,
yep,
sick. Blenders, kitchen setting, the bed we just saw. This is one I did. The reason why, so we'll come to the ceiling fan. We'll come back to the ceiling fans, but this is the Amazon listing, just some random ceiling fan. I thought that the ideal application for this would be something like home install stuff because for a ceiling fan, if you are a ceiling fan company, and I work with a ceiling fan brand, which is why I'm thinking about this, but if you've got a catalog of like 200 ASINs, different ceiling fans, different styles, to get that photography is very difficult because it needs to be installed in a home, right? So if it's something just like protein, you can shoot that at your own home. But these ceiling fan installs, you need to have an elegant home to really craft the story, and you need permission to go into someone's home. So those are really difficult. But if we can create a very realistic render of these ceiling fans and do this at scale, that's where this could be monumental. So just so you know, these are what we're going to go through, and we're going to check out these videos. So let's now come to the Blender video and see how this goes. We have fruits
the dancing fruit.
generating and disappearing into there's apparently it's a bottomless blender where and yeah, we got fruits. Also, it looks like some veggies appear in there. There's like a carrot that comes into the frame. So
Yeah.
yeah, so not the best. The Any thoughts on this one, or should we just move on to the next one?
Let's move on. Nothing too crazy with that
Yeah,
one.
you get the idea. It's having some problems. So here's male
Okay,
model on a
so
beach.
yeah, so for this one,
Oh wow.
yeah, it gets a little bit crazy, and the main thing I changed here was I was wanting to see what it would do if I did like a 10-second video because the last two were just 5 seconds. They were pretty simple. Didn't really want
Hmm.
to do too much craziness with it. I gave it a little bit of a different prompt and kind of had it cutting to different scenes and I think I put like his hair blowing in the wind or something, and so his hair like does this whole weird thing when he puts
Yeah.
the second pair of shades on it. But up until that point, it's not bad. I don't think like the
Up
two the
until the
two little
point.
clips.
Well, I mean, so the prompt is take this image of the male model on a beach, create a video of him slowly walking towards the camera, reaching his hand over to grab the glasses and take them off. His hair is blowing in the wind. So that's the prompt. What ends up happening is he's already wearing sunglasses. He puts on another pair of sunglasses on top of the sunglasses he already has, and uh, there's also like his sunglasses have two sets of arms to them, and then he puts them on, and then like he takes them off, and it goes like through his forehead.
It's like a new hairdo.
Yeah. All right. Next video here. Oh, we're coming back this way. So here's our athlete. Whoa. What the heck? I just happened, dude. Oh my goodness.
Turned
Dude, this
into a
is the stuff
monster.
nightmares are made of. Man.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, I'm gonna hit pause on that video on a different freeze frame, and read the prompt. Slow pan of girl dripping in sweat, breathing heavily after an intense track workout. Keep the focus on the wristband and slowly zoom in and out as the video pans inside. Okay, this is like so we see this girl. The image starts off great. She stands up and then suddenly ages about
So
50 years.
she gets, like, extremely lean.
Well, and kind of wrinkly. It looks like
Yeah.
like some like what are those bad guys called in Harry Potter? I don't really know much about Harry Potter. The Dementors or whatever. Don't they
Ah.
like eat your souls? It looks like something's like eating her soul as she like withers away and then bends down out of the frame and then contorts her body and
Turns into a
starts coming back into
monster.
the frame in like the opposite direction. And now she there's like the most demorphed ew, the knee. Okay, yeah, this is literally like my worst nightmare happening. So, yeah, she turned into a chain smoker and her bone skin and bone frailty. So, yeah, this is probably going to get better, right? Like we were on episodes 94 and 95. Episode 94 we were saying the AI images are bad. Episode 95 we're like, okay, they're actually pretty good. So this is likely going to get better. I'm kind of surprised that they released this to the public in such a soft state, but yeah, definitely not usable yet. Any other thoughts, Andrew? Should I just keep going on to the next video?
If you think about where the image generators were, like, they would output some really wonky, weird, basic type stuff, and, that's kinda where we're at with the videos right now. I definitely anticipate it ratcheting up and getting better and more sophisticated, but if you look at, like, a lot of there's, like, a library, on Sora of all the different videos that other people have made, and a lot of them are kind of, like, silly, fun, like, goofy things, like, I don't know, there was, like, a shark walk in or, like, this cat that looked like a spider, and so it's just kinda, like, weird, combinations of different animals and things like that, so I've seen the people messing with, more comical angles with this so far, but I do anticipate it getting better and, actually being usable and more realistic.
All right, so we've only got a couple more examples to share with you guys, which was my ceiling fan dream. And so I gave it the image and I said, animate the ceiling fan as if it's turned on, slowly and gently spinning, and we'll see kind of what we got here. Oh, this was just it. So kind of weird. On the first time you try to upload a new image, it's just gonna like re-render the image. So we just like put like a little bit of a motion blur on it. That wasn't the video. So then after I had that image, I then said, all right, now animate this thing. And here's the first image that we get, kind of just glitching, not great. Come to this one. I love this one. So I wanted it to be walking through the living room, and then we got a second ceiling fan that flies into the frame.
Nice.
Uh, yeah. So my vision was walking slowly through this living room, and then just seeing the ceiling fan, and then I tried to like clean up the prompt, and I was like, okay, create a Steadicam walkthrough as if someone's showcasing this living room, and then I forget what actually happened on these ones. I try re-rendering a few times. This one's not too bad.
Not terrible.
This one, the sizing of the fan is way off, and it's losing blades and regaining blades. I like the idea. Like if we can get it to, position the dimensions of the fan properly. So you see the prompt I gave you here. The fan must be completely stationary in its attachment to the roof. Do not move it. Keep the blade spinning, otherwise lock the fan in position. I was trying to like get it to just not move the fan around. Um, Here's just another version of it. So not great. Oh, okay. This one This one is this is the first time Andrew and I are seeing this. This was just a fun one. When we saw the bed folding, we thought it'd be funny to stick a person in there. It's even funnier when the person has a hand for a foot and no body.
He's just all legs.
Yeah. Oh, there's a
Oh,
few other
nice.
variations of this. Yeah, I mean this.
Don't want to get out of bed in the morning? This is perfect for
Yeah.
you.
So that's the consensus. I don't know if I mean maybe there's a hack if you write the prompts better, you're gonna get way better videos out of this. But suffice it to say, we're not going to be using these anytime soon for our sponsor brand or sponsor display videos. We're going to be sticking with the uh, the true the true original real life versions of videos. So Andrew, any other parting thoughts from your end?
Yeah, at least for right now, it's not quite there. I mean, maybe you could take little snippets if you're really specific with the prompts about what you're trying to go for, and you could keep trying different prompts to see if maybe it gets a little bit closer to what you're looking for, and then splice things together. That's about the only thing I can think of that would be usable in its current state. But definitely excited to see how it evolves. There's a lot of great applications and could be pretty awesome, especially if it ramps up like the image generator has.
I hope so. I think this would be great for a lot of people. And I mean, Andrew, I don't know if you want to read that one comment that we got to someone commenting on our last. Do you want to?
Sure,
Maybe
if you want
drop
me
out
to.
some of the profanities in it, just because this is a children's show. Just kidding, it's not a children's show.
Well, I said something about like, photographers beware and stuff like that in the last episode, and people didn't really like that too much, I don't think. But yeah, we did get some nasty comments, some hate mail as we're starting to go viral. The internet's starting to do its thing. But uh, this person says, yeah, you say that, yet your company is going to get flamed for it. It's probably going to look SHI ear and more awful. Stop with that S and actually do a job. There's such thing as long-term company gains and survival instead of this S. That's constantly like the equivalent joke of offshare maximizing shareholders. I don't know what you're even saying, to be honest. But keep those comments to yourself.
No, actually keep commenting because it helps us with it helps us gain traction. I think it's good for the algorithm. So if you hate us, leave a comment. And on the chat operator GPT, comment with some ideas for what we should do if we end up doing it for what you would like us to see us do. What we were kind of doing some tests around to see if they can like navigate the ad console and do some analysis. So you could just put it on autopilot, just like you have it sign into the ad console. For the record, you don't give it your password. You have to sign in like a secure way, and then it just like has access to the browser. But you type in the password and stuff. And we were thinking of doing some prompts like have it do analysis, have it do whatever. But give us some ideas. So drop those comments below. And just in kind of conclusion of the AI stuff, yeah, it's a little bit scary in terms of you can't really tell what's real, what isn't real a lot anymore. You can make really bad, cheap products look really high quality and premium. And once people cannot tell the difference anymore, it can lead to some negative consequences. So this is all stuff we're trying to navigate and think through. But at the end of the day, the solution is not to ignore it because if you're trying to look out for yourself and your family and just trying to make ends meet, then you've got to, you know, you got to play with the cards you're dealt, right? So when you're playing a card game, if whoever is the game master introduces some new superpowered cards into the deck and everyone's dealing them around, if you just say I don't like this rule, so I'm going to not play these cards while everyone else is playing them, you're just going to lose the game. So that was a very stupid analogy, but that's the way I'm trying to think through it. And at the end of the day, as the idiom is going around that people are saying AI is not going to take your jobs, the people who know how to use AI will. So definitely make sure you're taking advantage of AI, experimenting with it, and so that you are on the leading edge of technology and not falling behind.
Wow, I feel so much more motivated after that. Thank you.
All right,
Just
guys.
kidding.
We'll see you next week on That Amazon Ads podcast.
See you next time.